November 2022, and today I will be making some supply of our wonderful seashell, which you can call seashells for water treatment, as you all know, to the city of Abuja. This is meant to use in order to correct some parameters in the water, most especially the potential hydrogen side and the GH side of the water. That means the pH side and the hardiness side of the water, so that this can conveniently be used. For those of you that have maybe a lower GH, that means your lower general hardiness, this can help you to buffer it up. For those of you who have a lower pH, this can conveniently help you to buffer it up. So why this is that some of us may be into hatchery and we have difficulties in having success in the level of our hatchery. This can conveniently help us to buffer it up a little. So I will just be taking some fewer measurements to the city of Abuja. Why I'm doing this now is that I'm doing this because this should be going very early in the morning. This will be going very early in the morning, around should be going around 5 a.m. in the morning to the city of Abuja, so that I might not have that time to do the measurement. So that is why I'm trying to do the measurement now. I may not have that time to do the measurement, so that's why I'm trying to do the whole measurement today. Yeah. So I will just use this nylon to hold it, and I will now tie it into the side. But this is just to help guys get a perfect result of the water. So this will be going to Abuja tomorrow. This will be going to the city of Abuja tomorrow. So in case you guys needed some of our materials, you can as well contact me before time, so we can get yours, any of the material prepared for you, and conveniently this will be sent to you as when promised that you will get it. You just make sure that you are going to get what you ordered for. So this is ready. This is the quantity I'm taking alongside, and it's night now, so very early tomorrow morning I'll be taking it over to the park so that this can go immediately to the destinations of my customer. And for those of you who are still having problems, I told you, those of you who are still having problems in your grow out farming, that means if you don't know, you're still in the merge of you thinking fish farming is getting messier now because of the cost of high price of feed, and you thought the price of the selling price of the fishes is not really encouraging, and things are not really going well as you thought. Please, there are a lot of ways now in order to cut corners so that you can conveniently still be making some profit in your farm. That means, one, if like you are the type that are into melange farming, and maybe they are selling melange for like 1,000 naira, I'm just saying it, they are selling a 1,000 naira per kilo, and you have like 4 of that to a kilo. That means you are having a total an average weight of like 250 grams, and the 250 grams, as you are selling for 1,000 naira, and you are having just 4 weight for 250 grams. That means if you are using maybe 150 naira to feed just one of it, to give you that weight of 250 grams, yeah, that means 100 naira times 4, that is 400 naira, and you have out selling it for 1,000 naira. So that means there's still a hinge of profit of 600 naira, and you, by the time you put in the cost, the logistics and other costs, and go into it, this may take you up to like 600 naira per kilo, and conveniently you can still make that 400 naira per kilo. Please, there's a way you can do it. There's a way you can really calculate your cost, most especially those of us that are into feed milling and concentration. You can still get a very good food, or input some of the supplementary feed that we have around, like the duckweed, the azola, the other supplementary feed you can get around you, in order to augment for these balances. So all these things has to be calculated now. You need to, this is not the time for you to be wasting a lot of food, but this is the time for you to make sure that you have all your record intact. And once you have your record intact and you want to achieve maybe 4 to 1 kilo, that means you can confidently achieve that in just 2 months. So by the time you look at it very well, you don't overfeed, and you are the likes that have, maybe you have machine for feed productions, you can contact us. We can, if you don't have, we have the feed from 2 mm to 6 mm to 9 mm that can really help you depending on the quantity you are buying, because most people that calls me for feed and you are not buying plenty feed, this may not really go out for us well, because the profit margin on feed presently is very, very low. There's no, if you are not careful, by the time you add up the concentration together and it doesn't key in to the percentage of the necessary crude protein that it should be at that particular stage you want to use it. For example, maybe for 2 mm, and we are looking for a percentage, a lower percentage of 43%. That means we want to stay around 45% crude protein, and it is, I can conveniently produce a kilo. I'm just saying it, if I can conveniently produce a kilo for 600 naira per kilo, based on the raw materials I will get, in order to key into the CP, that means the crude protein of 45% at least. But if I should be concentrating for you, I can be working on a CP of 48%. And if I'm working on a CP of 48%, you should know that the content that I will be adding up to make sure that I get that concentration is very, very high. Because I saw some people that calls me and tells me because of the volume they are buying, you can't expect to buy a volume of just 100 kilo and you are expecting such, and because of the stress involved, how will the producer make huge profit, at least a little profit from what is done? So what really happened is that for those of you who are buying feed, you should be considering the type of feed you are buying. If I am doing my 2 mm for you, I will make sure that the 2 mm I'm doing for you, the lesser CP that we carry is 45%. Sure, you understand, because of the integrity I'm building. So I cannot formulate or concentrate a feed for you that will be lower, and by the time you start giving your feed, this will not give you that desired FCR. That means the conversion ratio will not increase. If I'm looking for a conversion ratio of 1:1 and I'm producing a feed for you for 2 mm that the CP is maybe 35 or 39%, this may not really key in into that percentage. I'm saying this for those people that have knowledge in feed concentration and feed malnutrition. Those people really understand what I'm saying. So, but if you are a farmer and you think you want to key into that, make sure that you get the best quality feed for your fishes, so that this feed can key in to that stage. That means 1 month stage, 2 month stage, 3 month stage, that will grow your fishes better. So make sure that you contact me for all this, and I will release to you all the information that you needed. So thank you so much, and God bless you.